WSB experienced Darbaidze as well. Oleksandr KORNIV of Ukraine is a little bit of an unknown quantity to me. He wasn't down on the original list. Ukraine bringing a big team. Everybody always on the lookout for the Ukrainians, wanting to see if we've got another Usyk or Lomachenko or Taras Selastyuk or Alexander Gvozdik in our midst. They had such a good team in London 2012, of course. So Darbaidze of Georgia in the red, KORNIV of Ukraine in the Ukrainian colours. Southpaw against orthodox Darbaidze. Boxing as a southpaw in the red, KORNIV orthodox in the blue. Nice little snappy right hand let go there by Darbaidze. Quite different styles, these two. KORNIV stands up quite tall, quite straight. Darbaidze with a wider stance, more of a split stance, sits lower in that stance. He is slightly shorter anyway, but that difference in height exaggerated a bit by just the way that they set up. Right hand to the body there from KORNIV. Holds those gloves pretty tight, a little bit low at times. A lot of movement with the feet there from Darbaidze, just trying to use that lead hand to measure the distance. You could see him doing it there, but didn't quite let the left hand go and got beaten to the combination by KORNIV. Nothing heavy landed, but he did get through. Right hand there from Darbaidze. Found the target, tries to just nip in and land a left to the body. It's just about finding their range, finding their distance for these two at the moment. He has got the height and reach, KORNIV, but although he stands quite tall, strangely enough, he doesn't box all that tall. In and out with the feet there. He's looking to get close and throw that right hand generally. Haven't really seen him jab too much, just waves that left hand as a distraction almost as he tries to close in there, the Ukrainian. Darbaidze lets go with the left, wasn't quite close enough for it. Past the midway stage of round one. Not a great deal clean's been landed by either of these two yet. Good example there, just looking for that left hand Darbaidze, and again, hadn't quite got the feet close enough, goes for a left to the body. KORNIV trying to set up that right hand. Right hand to the body, that was a scoring shot for KORNIV. Left hand straight into the chest as well there though for Darbaidze. Gets caught with the left there as he just kind of wandered in a little bit, Darbaidze, feet crossed slightly. Gloves kind of following the feet. Right hand from KORNIV, left comes back from Darbaidze, and they swapped a lot of punches here, and most of what they've thrown hasn't landed. Right to the body there from KORNIV. Straight right there from the Ukrainian, got good distance on that one, just took his feet in that time, stepped in with it. Again, that right, I think, just about gets there from KORNIV, who I think has just recalibrated his sights, if you like, and is just finding the target a bit more regularly than his opponent, who's got a cut on the corner of the eye. A little bit of blood just seeping out of the corner of the eye there of Darbaidze, who's nice and busy in that opening round. Again, not a huge amount to pick between the two of them. He was kind of the aggressor, if you want, the Georgian. He was on the front foot. He was looking to try and make the running, but there wasn't a lot of clean punching from either one of them. He managed to find the right hand a bit more towards the end of the round. Well, the judges have all gone with Darbaidze there, I think, for his greater kind of activity and work rate. Because, as I say, in terms of the punching, there wasn't really an awful lot to separate them. I think that might have been where the heads came together. That was a good combination there from KORNIV, and if anything, to be honest, I probably would have given that round to him. He did throw a lot, Darbaidze, and he was proactive. Not much got through. Well, just trying to attend to that slight damage on the corner of the eye. So KORNIV needs this round now. And these 3 rounds fights, if you drop that first round, then you've got to provide a response. And the doctor's just coming to have a quick look at the eye there. Just going to tidy it up slightly. And if you're more of a back foot fighter like KORNIV is in comparison to Darbaidze anyway, if you lose that first round, then you've got to come forward. He's got to take it to him a bit more now. And we'll see who that suits. Good strong right hand there from KORNIV. Nice way to start the round. Darbaidze comes marauding in. Comes slightly square, carrying that head a little bit low. The referee has a word about that. Good right hand there from KORNIV. Darbaidze with a right himself though upstairs. Good shot that. Short with the left hand there, Darbaidze. KORNIV didn't quite manage to make him pay for it. Winging away with a big right hand there, Darbaidze again. And they've both just picked up the pace a bit here. Right at the start of the round, KORNIV came out more aggressively. They get the scores in the corners, so they know exactly what's going on. They'll know their man's dropped that first round and that he's absolutely got to go out and win this second. But you can't go too crazy, go too gung-ho, or it can play into your opponent's hands. So it's a fine line to tread, really, if you've lost that first round. 1-2 just short there from KORNIV. Left to the body was accurate, crisp there from Darbaidze. Little right on the inside, just thrown up from the waist there from KORNIV. Just about clipped the target. He's on the front foot a bit more in this round, the Ukrainian. So that's a better look for him with the judges as well. Midway through the round. Lost his balance a bit there as he came forward, Darbaidze, but just kept punching. KORNIV trying to quicken up those feet. He made a lively start. He's maybe just dipped work rate wise in the last 30 seconds or so, heading into the final minute of the round. I think he realises that this again is a close round and he's got to win it. Right hand there, did get through. Darbaidze though slightly lost his balance, stepped away to his left. Maybe gave the appearance that the punch had landed a bit more solidly than it actually had. Good right hand there from Darbaidze, throws it, moves off to his right as he throws it. Turns southpaw there, KORNIV, briefly into the final 30 seconds of round 2. Given that the judges preferred Darbaidze in the opening round, I'm not sure if KORNIV is doing enough here. Good right hand there from Darbaidze. Just marching forward in straight lines a bit now, KORNIV, and Darbaidze with a little spring in his step as he goes back to his corner there. Rattled off a quick combination towards the end of the round. And I think he's taken that second. And KORNIV, as I said, he came out, not exactly all guns blazing, but he came out with a higher tempo at the start of the round and picked it up again towards the end because he knows that he needs to win that second round. I don't think he has. And it's 10 lines across the board there for Darbaidze, so he's got a 20-18 lead with all 5 of the judges heading into the third and final round. And all to do, really, for KORNIV. Little right on the inside there. And you can just see the damage to the eye, to the corner of the eye. It doesn't look too bad. Picking up a cut in your opening fight is never ideal. The price to pay for a win in this case, by the look of it, so he won't be too bothered about it. But you'll have to manage it through the rest of the tournament. So into the third and final round. Darbaidze, Georgia, southpaw in the red. KORNIV, Ukraine in the blue, in the Ukrainian colours. Just trying to move his head as he comes forward there. Left hand to the body from Darbaidze, who just works around that clock face, around the edge of the ring. Well, he's got good feet.
now be ready to greet his opponent in the blue corner of the ring from Brazil, Ronaldo da Silva.
Looking for the uppercut there, KORNIV. He was a distance away with it. We just haven't really seen a jab from him. He's got that height advantage, but he doesn't really look to jab his way in. He just kind of sticks out that left hand to use it as a measuring stick for the right. But against a fighter like Darbaidze, who is shorter, but he's got that kind of more muscular build, who will dart in and out with the feet, who will look to close you down, launch those raiding missions. If you've got a jab to fend him off, just to hit him with, even if it's to the shoulder, to the chest, anywhere really, just stops him and makes him reset and start again, as he's trying to work around you and keep you turning, then that really is what you need. Flicking up the jab from the waist there, Darbaidze. So the doctor will look at this cut again.
Ring A, round one.
Just over a minute remaining. I don't think there's too much danger here of the doctor calling a halt to this. This is on my side of the ring, so I'm just kind of craning my neck to get a look over the doctor's shoulder there. It appeared in the first round, that cut, but it's not been bleeding too profusely since then. And he just needs to get through to the end of the fight here, Darbaidze. He doesn't really need to engage too much. He can just stay away, try and avoid anything else, making that cut worse. The clock just running down. And the winner of this fight, as I mentioned previously, will face Luis Delgado of Ecuador, who we saw beat David Macharia. So it's going to be Delgado up against Darbaidze in the last 16, and that should be a good contest. They'll have to sort that cut out, that fight, not until November the 1st, so that's next Monday. So they've got a good amount of time to get that sorted out, to get that healed up, which is good news for him. One of the perils of having taken the head guards off back in 2013 is cuts and bumps and bruises during the course of what is a very demanding tournament. Any tournament is a demanding tournament. So good that he's got some time to heal.
Ring B, ladies and gentlemen, is back on scene, and with your judge ruling in favor by points, declaring your winner by unanimous decision to the red corner from Georgia is Nodar GEO.
So he gets it, the Georgian gets it, and progresses through to the next round. 3-0, 30 points to 27, 3-0 in rounds, 5-0 overall, all 5 judges going that way. Next up, we've got another contest of flyweight between Attila Bernat of Hungary and an Irish fighter in Sean Mari